Obviously, as the first daughter of a noble family, she was treated as a servant by her younger sister. Her father saw it and instead of stopping it, he acquiesced to his second daughter's arrogance and domineering behavior, and even the only childhood friend who was gentle to her was snatched away by her own half-sister. And in order to consolidate the family's power, her father married her off to the eldest son of a shifter clan he had never met. There was no caravan to see her off before the wedding, so she had to go alone with her meager dowry. Before her departure, she caresses the old tree planted by her mother before she was born. Although it has been sawed off by her father, it still carries her mother's memories. Meanwhile, her sister and stepmother are gloating at home. It is said that the eldest son of the clan is so withdrawn and horrible looking that every fiancé ends up in misery, either driven away or killed. The girl, Mercer, had also heard of this character from the servants of her family, but she felt that she was like a piece of flotsam, and as long as she could escape from her cage-like home, the toughest life would be no more than that. In this alternate world, there are psychics, and each family has different psychic abilities. Her father's family has the ability of wind, while her mother's family can create dreams and illusions. The family inside this wooden door, on the other hand, possessed the ability of fire, and its strength was also the best among several great families. Mercer came behind the young master and saluted in greeting, but the other party was slow to reply. She had long since gotten used to being ignored without reason, and she was prepared to continue to hold her tongue and stop struggling. Although the man in front of her was not as ugly as the rumors, his temperament was bad. On her first day in her new home, Mercer was in a nightmare, as she always was. Ever since her mother passed away, she had nightmares that haunted her every day, and then woke her up from the pain. Early in the morning, Mercer arrives in the kitchen early to start the fire for cooking. The steward of the house was horrified at the sight. After all, as a lady-to-be, she could not do such chores. But at Mercer's insistence, she managed to cook a hearty breakfast for the young master. Hizamaki is about to eat when he realizes that a Shinigami is hiding outside the door, so it seems that someone is watching the family. And the man holding the servant god fought for half a day. The first thing he suspected was the new fiancé. Looking suspiciously at the meal in front of him, he asked the woman to eat it first.
毒でも持ったか分かりやすいことだ何が入ってるか分からないものを食える
He left the table coldly and with a look in his eyes that made Americana timid and terrified. He seemed to sense that the days ahead would not be peaceful. Seeing Kudo like this, Ao, the nanny who raised him as a child, chases him out and scolds him. Ao thinks that Meisure is a young girl who is not worried about the world and will not do anything too much. Hizamaki is in charge of a team of psychics, all of whom have psychic abilities. On this day, one of them finds a glass bottle on the street, which produces a monster in the form of a vine.